welcome to Levant TV Headlines. Islamic State militants have blown up the ancient temple of Baal Shamin in the UNESCO-listed Syrian city of Palmyra, the latest in a series of cultural relics to be destroyed by the jihadist group. Organizers of the U-Sting protests that have captivated the Lebanese capital Beirut say they are postponing demonstrations set for this evening as the toll from the weekend clashes between demonstrators and riot police stood at 402 injured. 2 police officers have been killed and 24 others injured after a roadside bomb rocked a bus in Bahira, northwestern Egypt. A Tunisian border guard has been killed and another wounded in a shootout with jihadists on the border with Algeria. And Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is expected to formally call new elections from November the 1st and reappoint Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoglu to form an interim administration a day after the deadline passed for establishing a government following the country's June elections. And now let's have a look at the top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting with the UAE, the Khalij Times leads reporting that forces from the UAE have rescued a British hostage held for more than 18 months by Al-Qaeda in Yemen. The paper also reports that a total of 27 new private schools offering 63,000 seats will open in Dubai by the end of next year. From Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that Interior Minister Nuhad Mashnouk has accused troublemakers affiliated to certain political parties of provoking clashes with the police during a demonstration organized by the U-Sting movement. The paper also reports that the Internal Security Forces said police arrested 32 rioters after clashes with anti-government protesters in downtown Beirut Sunday, leaving 99 policemen wounded. And of course, the riots were over the garbage that hasn't been collected since months now. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that low-ranking police officers who had been protesting outside the Security Directorate in Sharqiya have ended their sit-in following Sharqiya Security Directorate Major General Magdi Abdel Gaffar's promise to meet their demands by September the 5th at the latest. The paper also reports that the armed forces will soon hire a foreign developer to construct the first water desalination plant at a planned tourist hub near the Red Sea. Now let's have a look at the top Middle East headlines from papers here in London. The Telegraph leads reporting that a British hostage has been freed in Yemen by UAE forces in a military intelligence operation after spending 18 months in captivity. The man, understood to be 64 years old, Douglas Robert Semple, was snatched in February 2014 by an armed group that threatened to kill him. The Guardian leads reporting that Britain will, quote, tread carefully as it rebuilds relations with Iran, but the countries need to work together to tackle problems like the Islamic State, Philip Hammond, the Foreign Secretary, has said. He added from Tehran on Monday following the reopening of the British embassy in the city and ahead of a meeting with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani that although relations had been improving, the countries had a difficult history. The Independent leads reporting that a 4,500-year-old statue of a scribe called Shekmika sold at an auction by Northampton Museum for nearly £16 million sterling in July last year and could disappear for good into a wealthy collector's private museum when an export ban imposed on it expires at the end of this month. However, Egypt's government has now appealed to Egyptians to help raise the money to return the irreplaceable masterpiece to its native country. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines in international papers. From Germany, the Deutsche Welle reports that Islamic State militants have blown up the temple of Baal Shamin in the ancient Syrian city of Palmyra, but conflicting reports over when the temple was actually destroyed are yet to be confirmed. Syria's Antiquities Chief Ma'moun Abdul Karmin reported that the temple was blown up on Sunday, whilst British-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said it was destroyed a month ago. And finally, China's Global Times reports that Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas said on Sunday that he had resigned as the chairman of the Palestine Liberation Organization Executive Committee to reactivate the organization. Abbas and 9 PLO Executive Committee members resigned on Saturday and called for an emergency meeting of the Palestinian National Council, the parliament in exile, to convene and elect new PLO members. That was it for today. For more updates, please visit our website on levant.tv. Thanks for watching and bye for now.